Nigerian Oshioranoya Igierua Agabi is building a brain. Junakea Okafor broke academic records in the US with the highest GPA of 4.625.
Notice that the recent movies, almost everything, not just movies, series, you must hear Lagos or Nigeria. There's always that drop of Ayo or Chichi. There's always a reference to Nigeria in some way. In other words, you are aware of our existence.
That even they are acknowledging the relevance of this country called Nigeria and its people. Just as Genevieve said, it is, you know, okay, you know. If you're not noticing this name just before, you need to start paying attention because it is true.
The features in Nigerian. Oh, really? The features in Nigerian. Oh, really? I am Nigerian. Oh, okay. They're like, yeah, you are. I'm like, yes.
Nigerians, because Nigerians don't attend events looking like a tramp. If they invite you to their event, an insult to a Nigerian is that if they invite you to an event and you don't look 10-10, it's rude. These are the kind of standards I like.
Nigerians are the new colonizers.
Using slangs, using words, borrowing everything that comes from Nigeria. Everything is all about Nigeria. We want to talk like them. We want to act like them.
Hey my lovelies, welcome back to my channel.
Dr. Oluyinka Olurotime Olutoye, the first doctor in the world to operate on a fetus outside of the womb and then return the fetus back to the mother's womb to thrive. In a historic feat that sounds like a plot twist from a sci-fi movie, Dr. Olutoye, a Nigerian pediatric surgeon and co-director of the Texas Children's Fetal Center, performed an extraordinary operation on a 23-week-old fetus named Linley Boma. With a tumor the size of a grapefruit threatening her life, Olutoye, with the assistance of his team, heroically whisked the tiny patient out of her mother's womb for a high-risk surgery, removing 90% of the tumor in a tensed 5 hours. This remarkable procedure marked a world first as they carefully returned Linley to her mother's womb, where she continued to thrive. After 3 months of bed rest, Margaret Boma gave birth to Linley healthy at full term by a cesarean section on June 6, 2016, weighing a healthy 5 pounds and 5 ounces. Dr. Olutoye's deft hands not only saved her life, but ensured that she thrived, going from a small little gelatinous baby to a lively toddler giggling with her sisters. Linley is now 8 years old. Uwadimilade Odumoboni proved that age is just a number when it comes to innovative thinking. His winning creation at 10 years old, a waste converter designed to assist African villages in food production and guaranteeing a clean environment, shows that Africa has a wealth of untapped potential waiting to be unleashed. With a cash prize of $5,000 and his school awarded $10,000, Odumoboni certainly brought glory to his school. But let's take a moment to appreciate the fact that he beat 782,852 contestants from 90 countries to clinch the grand prize. That's not just impressive, that's jaw-dropping. I mean, some of us can barely draw a stick figure, let alone come up with an innovative idea that could potentially change the world. The Mafadon family, originally from Nigeria, is considered England's smartest family due to their exceptional academic achievements. The eldest sibling, Anne-Marie, was admitted to study mathematics at Johns Hopkins University through a British scholarship at the age of 13. And at 17, she received her master's degree from Oxford University. Christina, the second eldest, became the youngest person in history to attend a British university at the age of 11 and began working with the Citigroup Corporation while conducting research in mathematics with Oxford University at 22. The younger siblings, Peter, Paula, and Samantha, the youngest students to pass Cambridge's advanced mathematics test at the age of 9. One of the youngest Microsoft certified professionals in the world. At just 10 years old, Emanuela Mayaki was hired from Nigeria to the UK to teach coding to pupils in her age group in Southfield Primary School, Coventry, England. And at only age 13, the tech prodigy set a record by becoming one of the youngest students ever accepted into the university in the US. Extraordinary. Emanuela was accepted into the program for the exceptionally gifted, PG, at Mary Baldwin, United States, to study computer science. Her love affair with computers began at the tender age of 7, quickly evolving into a mastery of programming languages from HTML to Java. By 11, with her innovative spirit, she developed a mobile app and website called CodeKid, an ICT academy in Abuja. Empowering young girls with coding skills, Emanuela has been named one of the youngest Microsoft certified professionals, nominated as a STEM icon, and even recognized by the United Nations as an SDG ambassador. In a world where tech giants are often seasoned adults, Emanuela, who is now 14 years old, shines as a beacon of youthful brilliance. Business tycoon Adebayo Ogunlesi, nicknamed the man who bought Gatwick Airport and other major airports and train operating systems. He is the owner of Gatwick Airport, London City Airport, Edinburgh Airport, all in the United Kingdom. He is also the owner of the Italian open access train operating company Nuovo Trasporto Viaggiatori, all acquired under his company GIP. Nigerian Oshioranoya Igierua Agabi is building a brain.
The cyborg dog, created in 2015, is the first intelligent device or robot integrating live neurons derived from mouse stem cells into a silicon chip. It is an innovative project that combines advanced robotics and biotechnology to create a cyborg dog. This groundbreaking biosensor can simultaneously detect an impressive 4,096 distinct odors, enabling it to identify explosives and early-stage cancer cells with unmatched sensitivity. The cyborg dog can perform tasks beyond the capabilities of a traditional dog. This invention has changed the game for airport security and medical diagnostics.
Funekea Okafor broke academic records in the US with the highest GPA of 4.625 in the school district's history at Science Park High School in New Jersey, allowing him to earn over 40 full scholarship offers from some of the most prestigious universities and Ivy League schools in the US, including Harvard, Princeton, and Columbia, to name a few. Excellence has landed him a spot at Harvard University, where he is currently studying neuroscience.
Situations where I've watched a lot of movies, who has noticed that the recent movies, almost everything, not just movies, series, you must hear Lagos or Nigeria. There's always that drop of Lagos, or that drop of name, or that drop of Ayo or Chichi. There's always a reference to Nigeria in some way. In other words, you are aware of our existence. I kind of cringe when I find a black man who is like, listen, our accent is distinct. You know, I love all my Kenyans and South Africans, but you can't sound like, you can't get a Haitian man to sound like a Nigerian. You can't get anybody who's not Nigerian to sound like a Nigerian. Just get a Nigerian.
I agree.
Just get a Nigerian, and it does. Just little things like that puts us on the map. You don't even have to shoot Nigeria. It's okay to build your set outside, but at least put some authenticity to what you're doing, and little things like that really goes a long way.
Senegalese?
Sorry?
You Senegalese?
Senegalese? No, Nigerian.
Nigerian, okay, gotcha, yeah. I was gonna say Nigerian next. Your features in Nigerian.
Oh, really?
Your features in Nigerian.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
obvious.
Yeah.
Have you been to Nigeria before?
Nah, but everybody thinks I am Nigerian.
Oh, okay.
They're like, yeah, you are. I'm like, yes.
We've got Afrobeats everywhere now. Everybody now wants to dance, leg walk. Everybody wants to do Zanku. Everybody wants to do this.
It's the Johnny Drill remix of Head on the Water, and it is absolutely naughty. Listen to this. It's like I'm on top of the world, but I'm falling under. An anchor pulling me down, can't take it any longer. I'm not gonna lie, the harder I try, I'm still stuck. I've been here for a while, there's nothing to go. Me, I don't know. Oh God, will you save my soul?
Chances are, if you have listened to a rap or pop station today, you have heard some Afrobeat songs.
Afrobeats, an African medley of R&B, pop, and hip-hop, being pumped out of megacities like Lagos, has had millions of fans for years.
Something a little different. What's really popping right now? Afrobeats. Because it's different. The sound is different. It is unique.
You find that people like DJ Academics are starting to get shocked at the level of influence that Afrobeat is having. But Afrobeat has been doing this for years. 45,000 in London. Davido filling out O2 Arena in London. So.
If you leave me, I go die, I swear. You are when you carry to my bed. You could be my partner, never eyes, girl, I wanna make you I wanna make you
Like if you're not bopping to Afrobeat now, what are you dancing to? Like if you're not bopping, if you're not dancing to Afrobeat now, like what are you dancing to? Because Afrobeat is a thing now. Guys, it's crazy. Do we also want to talk about our movie industry? Now Nollywood has gone to be the second largest in the world in terms of output, right after Bollywood. Are you kidding me? The quality of the movies right now Nollywood has its own category on Netflix, on Amazon Prime. My friend went to Kenya and she was telling me Kenyans watch Nigerian movies more than we Nigerians watch Nigerian movies. Like, that's why they are so familiar with our slangs, with our, culture, the way we talk. Even though some have showed concern, like, other African countries are getting too assimilated via Nigerian movies. Yeah, like this article that said Nigeria intimidates other African countries with Nollywood movies. So this was the rationale, right? So I think this person is from Malawi. The person says the dominance of Nigerian films on multi-choice has affected Malawians to the extent that they have adopted liking films from West Africa. Indeed, in every household, some people like the West African content. People who are now copying the languages and attitudes displayed in those films. And there's this other person from Swaziland who is saying Nigeria has infiltrated Swazi society to the extent that the people speak like Nigerians and know more of the actors like Chinedu Ikedieze and Osita Iheme, the most popular. The Swazi people now know of Nigerian culture even without visiting the country. That is what I call soft power, guys. Some do feel intimidated, some feel intimidated by it, some feel like it's taking too much space and needs to be toned down for other African countries able to.
Using slangs, using words, borrowing everything that comes from Nigeria. And everything is all about Nigeria. We want to talk like them, we want to act like them.
Nigerians are the new colonizers. Why the fuck are y'all on country music too? I'm actually about to get mad. And this is no hate. I'm Kenyan, alright? African pride all the way. But damn, y'all niggas is everywhere. Y'all niggas is everywhere.
Nigerian American, so my last name is actually pronounced Chibweze.
Someone pour me up a double shot of whiskey. Everybody at the bar getting.
Now everybody wants to be Nigerian.
What's really popping right now? Afrobeats.
Are starting to get shocked at the level of influence that Afrobeat is having. But Afrobeat has been doing this for years.
Nigerians, it's high time you give us some breathing space. You need to give us some breathing space. You have occupied the whole music industry. You have us on chokehold. What? We can't breathe. Someone may think the whole music industry is composed of Nigeria. Whiskey, Davido, Burna Boy, Fireboy, Joe Boy, Mavins. But you are savage, you are who? We cannot breathe, my friend. Then there are these new artists who have come from nowhere, not even understand. Chimaya Sake, Sei Vibes, Charlie Pop, call me Charlie Pop. Please, I beg, take it slow.
Let's talk about our food. Now, being Nigerian is such a cool thing that we had a trend one time of the egusi and fufu, jollof fries, dodo. That's on TikTok and on YouTube.
We're trying egusi with fufu. I don't remember how I see people eat it. I think they do this.
Nigerian food. So you pinch some of the fufu in your fingers and dip it in a stew. I tried it with egusi stew, which had a nice nutty flavour. My favourite dish was the goat stew. It had an awesome kick of spice and tasted amazing with fufu as well as white rice. This is Little Lagos in Newtown.
I like to try Nigerian food for the first time ever. 1. A Nigerian jollof rice. Suya beef.
Can't come to a Nigerian event and look like a tramp. I'm sorry. Because people like to show out. You know when Kendrick said, sometimes you just got to pop out and show what? It's not that N-word. The other N-word is Nigerians. Sometimes you got to pop out and show Nigerians. Because Nigerians don't attend events looking like a tramp. If they invite you to their event, an insult to a Nigerian is that if they invite you to an event and you don't look 10-10, it's rude. It's rude. These are the kind of standards I like.
If I had known the life I was searching for was already my own.
Our culture is beautiful, it is bold, it is majestic, and Nigerians carry it on their head. We carry it with confidence. Nigerians honestly are some of the most confident people I've ever seen in my life. I did not realize how confident we are as a people naturally until I started interacting with non-Nigerians. And that's when I realized why some people might actually feel intimidated, because even though that aura comes naturally to us, it could make some people bristle a bit and feel like, what's wrong with them, even though we don't mean it. We don't mean any harm to anybody. It's just something that comes naturally. We are confident, we are bold people, and it's just beautiful. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel again. And if you are new, I hope you stay and join the family. Okay guys, so I think you guys saw from how I started the video, right? People making names, innovations, people breaking grounds in tech, in innovation, in medicine, in just different aspects. In every aspect you can think of, Nigerians are making a name, they're making an impact, they are breaking barriers. Entertainment, movies, music, Afrobeats has taken over the world, fashion. And this is the reason why it seems like there is too much of them everywhere. Everywhere you go, you see too much of Nigerians. Mention fashion, they are there. Mention music, they are there. Mention music, they are there. Mention medicine, innovation, tech, education, they are there. You have these incredibly young children making incredible feats. Some of them even more incredible because they made all of these achievements in Nigeria and then they were noticed and then picked abroad. Guys, notice what Genevieve said when she mentioned the fact that when you see American movies these days, let me just confirm that mic is working again. When you see American movies these days, and even other movies, whenever they are trying to make reference to black people or the African continent, you will notice that they will always name drop something that is kind of connected to Nigeria. You will always see them name drop. I remember, it's paining me now that I can't remember any of the names of these movies, but I remember very clearly that there was this movie I saw on Netflix and the teacher was Mr. Ayo. And then there was this other movie where the friend's fiance or friend's boyfriend was Okoye, right? And then there will always be these name drops of Lagos, right? There will always be these name drops, Chichi, like here and there. If you're not noticing these things before, you need to start noticing it, because it is true. It is true that there is this name drops here and there, which means that even they are acknowledging the relevance of this country called Nigeria and its people. Just as Genevieve said, of our existence. You are aware. Okay, If you're not noticing these name drops before, you need to start paying attention, because it is true. Of course, you know that there are Abisola, that's show on the US, this thing in America. We know that even right now there are shows already that are about Nigerians. They are stylishly inserting this thing because they are aware now that Nigeria and its entertainment is the future, and they are trying as much as possible to quickly start sliding in so that they don't lose a share of the cake, so to speak, right? So anyways, that is one of the reasons why Nigerians just seem to elicit emotions. The reality is that in order for you to be relevant, you have to elicit emotions, whether it is envy, whether it is jealousy, whether it is love, whether it is admiration, whether it is outright hate. You have to elicit some type of emotion. Even Tuface said it. If nobody talks about you, you are a nobody. Somebody has to, if people talking about you, whether for good, is evidence that you are relevant. That's just the truth. And so, Nigeria continues to elicit different emotions from different people. For some people, it is like, wow, how are these people doing it? They are incredible. How are they always so confident? Like they will go to a country that is not their own and they will walking like they own the streets. Like they are confident, they are aura. How? Why? What is it about them? And for some people, it's like, how dare they? How do these people have so much audacity? They'll come to my own country and then they'll flourish. Their businesses will do better than mine, and their women will run. My women will run after their men. It is different angle for different people. But one thing about Nigerians is just that, Nigerians are just go-getters. Nigerians are motivated people, determined. The tenacity is something that Nigerians have an abundance of. They take no prisoners attitude, like we will do it, and so sometimes this has led to Nigerians doing things that just makes them feel like it's too dominant. They're too dominant. For example, people complain about the movie industry and how the Nigerians are taking way too much space on that place. And it's like, nah, what about our own culture? What about our own movies? It is only Nigeria. They only consume their own, and our own culture is fading away. And I've shared things like this before. In music too, there is like, nah, it's just them. Why can't it be us as well? And Even though again, in all of these areas, it is more about them than about Nigeria. It is about them not creating what people need to hear, what people want to hear. It's about them not doing their promotion properly. It has nothing to do with Nigeria. Nigeria is not holding anybody back. But again, these are some of the things that people react and they're like, but the thing is that, and also, it's just like, mention any industry, you'll find Nigerians there. Fashion, Nigerians are breaking boundaries. Fashion, mention entertainment, music, movies, mention education, innovation, medicine, tech. Nigerians are all over the place making a name for themselves, right? And this is the reason why Nigerians elicit emotions all over the world. It is true that some people, some bad eggs, are also eliciting emotions for the wrong reasons, regarding maybe fraud and whatever. But again, I always tell you guys that the rate at which it was kind of being positioned to represent our identity was, it showed that there was a deliberate attempt. Because again, whoever these people scamming, whatever, they are a tiny fraction of the population. I will never defend nonsense on my channel, and so I'm not saying what they are doing is right, but again, we know that they do not define the majority. And so I am just glad that the majority of Nigerians, who are just hardworking people trying to better themselves, make a name for themselves and an honest living, are steering the narrative away from the scammers and everything, and steering it towards all of the positives that Nigerians are achieving all over the world. So let me not forget that also in sports, Nigerians are doing exceptionally well. Sports as well. And I want this opportunity to congratulate Ademola Lookman on placing 14th at the Ballon d'Or. Is that how it's pronounced? That was such an incredible feat. So incredible, absolutely incredible. I am so proud of him. We did so well at the AFCON, even though the finals, but still such an achievement. And so there is no area where you call Nigerians and they are not relevant. And for some people it feels like it's too much. Unfortunately, it's not going to get toned down. Nigerians are not going to stop. And so again, the different emotions that we elicit from people will continue as well. And so we just have to get with the program. My channel must be doing better and really growing for a lot of people to be envious and just be hating to the point where they are even accusing me of what did not happen. It just proves that I am growing. It proves that my channel is doing well. It proves that I am flourishing. That is the only thing that elicits envy from people. Just as what we're saying about Nigerians. It's the same way some people are getting envious because obviously my channel is growing. and you know, it is growing just because I am representing the positives about my country, and some people are pained, you know, and it just feels good to know that I am eliciting such a response from some people that they are losing their minds, that they have even lost all logical reasoning to the point where they're even claiming something that they cannot prove or defend. It's a good feeling, I'm telling you guys. But let me know what you guys think about this video. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget to like the video, and of course do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye guys.